A Stone Age baby was basically a survival disaster with tiny fingers. It could not run. It could not hide. It could not climb onto its mother like a baby monkey. It could not stay quiet when danger was near. It could only cry, smell, warm, need food, and make every predator in the dark slightly more interested. Now, imagine raising that baby with no hospital, no locked doors, no medicine, no soft bed, and no one saying, "Don't worry, the doctor opens at 9. Just cold nights, smoke, sharp rocks, hungry animals, and adults already tired from trying not to die. That should have ended badly, but it didn't. Those helpless babies grew into toolmakers, hunters, storytellers, artists, and eventually the most dangerous animal on Earth. So how did ancient humans do it? The answer is not tougher mothers or tougher babies. The real answer is stranger. Ancient humans survived because they turned parenting into teamwork. And once you understand that, the weakest baby in the camp starts to look like the secret weapon of our species. Discovery 1. The helpless baby problem. Look at a baby horse. It enters the world, blinks for a while, then stands up like it has an appointment. A baby monkey can cling to fur. A baby deer can follow the herd. Then there is the human baby. Soft head, no balance, no useful teeth, no survival plan. Useful in an emergency? Absolutely not. This sounds normal because we see babies every day. It isn't. For ancient humans, raising one child took years of feeding, carrying, warming, teaching, and protecting. In theory, helpless babies should have made humans weaker. In practice, they forced humans to become more cooperative. One mother could not do everything alone. Older siblings could watch. Fathers could carry or protect. Grandmothers and trusted adults could share knowledge. The baby was not just one person's problem. The baby was the camp's problem. Because when the group protected a child, it protected its own future. Discovery 2. The camp was the crib. Watch meerkats for a minute. One watches the sky, one digs, one guards the babies. Ancient human camps may have worked in a similar way. The camp was not just where people slept. It was the crib, the school, the kitchen, the alarm system, and the wall. For a small child, staying near fire meant warmth. Staying near adults meant protection. Staying near familiar voices meant safety. The outside world was not a playground. It had cliffs, snakes, cold water, sharp stones, insects, and animals that did not care about childhood development. A child, wandering too far, could disappear fast. Here's where it gets interesting. Children are built to track adults. They watch faces, they follow voices, they panic when left alone. Today can feel dramatic. In the Stone Age, that drama saved lives. A crying child was not peaceful. It was a survival siren. It told the group something small and important is not where it should be. Discovery 3. Children learned by watching. A young chimp sees an adult use a stick to pull insects from a hole. Then the young chimp tries it. Badly. The stick slips. The insect escapes. That is learning. Ancient human children learned the same way. But more intensely. They watched everything. How adults cut meat. How they shaped stone. How they reacted to thunder. How they stood when something moved in the bushes. There was no classroom. The whole camp was the classroom. Most people never notice this, but children are copy machines with dirty hands. They copy gestures. They copy sounds. They copy fear. They copy confidence. Parenting was not just feeding children. It was showing them how the world works. A child learned what was safe by watching safe adults. A child learned what was dangerous by watching adults become silent. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. The camp was a living instruction manual with no pages. Discovery 4. Play was training in disguise. Watch kittens wrestle. It looks like chaos with whiskers, but it is not random. They are practicing balance, timing, pouncing, biting, and stopping before their sibling turns into a tiny enemy. Young wolves do it too. Young monkeys chase, climb, grab, fall, and annoy every adult nearby. Play looks silly because it is safe practice. Ancient human children played too. Running built strength. Climbing taught risk. Throwing trained aim. Pretend fighting taught control. Copying adults helped children understand tools, food, babies, and danger. In theory, play is just fun. In practice, play is a survival simulator with dirt. A child pretending to throw a spear was practicing movement. A child pretending to care for a baby was learning responsibility. This sounds cute. It was also serious. The world did not offer beginner mode. Play gave children a safer way to fail before mistakes became deadly. Discovery 5. Stories. Love and the future humans did something strange with danger. They turned it into stories. Ancient children learned through warnings, gestures, songs, and repeated tales. A simple warning can be forgotten, but a scary story sticks. Stories helped children remember danger before they had to meet it face to face. But children needed more than warnings. They needed care. A wolf pack protects its pups because the future of the pack depends on them. Children were slow, noisy, hungry, fragile, and weirdly committed to touching dangerous objects. Honestly, terrible roommates. But they were also the future. So love was not just sweet. Love was survival. That is the real twist. Human children survived because humans did not raise them alone. They raised them with fire, shared attention, older siblings, watchful adults, copying. Scary stories, patience, and love. Maybe the reason humans became so powerful was not that we were born strong. Maybe it was because we were born helpless, and everyone had to become smarter, kinder, and more connected just to keep us alive. So the next time you hear a baby crying, remember this. That sound once echoed beside ancient fires in a dark world full of teeth. And somehow, that helpless little noise helped build humanity. Subscribe for more strange stories about ancient humans and the instincts still hiding inside us.